Tuesday, m- Tuesday, February 4th, 2025 is a day that I wrote down notes to talk about interesting stuff. But what are we spending on? This is around about nothing. And us U.S. citizens go to work, we pay money, and obviously things get sliced off of our paycheck due to taxes. And what are we paying for? Are we paying for the world to be a better place, or are we paying for the world not to? And you could argue and say it isn't, but there's some things where I think most people would say that's not to make the world a better place and for us to be safer. And one, I'm gonna say stuff that the IRS, the one that tries to catch us for taxes and for not paying our fair share, quote unquote, spends $230,000 a month in Starbucks rose cake cups. I would think these agents get paid themselves by our tax money that they could pay for it themselves. They could pay for any Starbucks coffee or whatever they want with their own money that they get paid. Well, other stuff that I don't know, it's controversial. $375 million in DEI agents. Okay. Whatever. I guess they're hiring more people to catch the bad guys, quote unquote. $1.2 billion in undisclosed agents, which to me makes no freaking sense because you have to disclose everything if it's to us. Let's be honest, we're the payers, and you should disclose everything you're spending money on. $50 million on condoms in Gaza, which is pathetic, which I don't know what that does. It doesn't save anybody's life. I promise you it doesn't. There's no justification for that. We don't care. If people want to have a good time wherever, but we're paying $50 billion on that stuff. Why can't the local people over there get that and shop for that? Well, there's a war going on. Well, you know what? They figure out ways to do stuff over there anyways, okay? So who cares? It's not our problem what these people have on a daily basis for fun. Okay? Who cares? It's another countries want to have fun. Go have fun. I don't care. Why are we spending money on that? We should never give money for free. There's trade for products and materials for textile, whatever the case may be. Fine, you want to make money that way, go make money that way. But there's no money. Nobody spent money on that. There's our money that we just threw and we gave money to a stupid business over here. Well, not stupid business, a business over here to send over there, but the government's spending money on it. Who cares? What are we giving money to for that? This is not like people to people for charity, whatever. That's private companies, go at it. But this is a government spending our money on that stuff. Okay, now what we have yesterday is we have reports about $47,000 were sent to a transgender opera in Colombia. Really? Like, you gotta be kidding me. Then $70,000 for DI musical in Ireland. Like, who cares? Whatever other countries decide to do with their money, let them do with their money. Why are we throwing money out there? And then we spent for $1.5 million in Serbia's workplace for diversity stuff. Want diversity in your own country? Go ahead. I mean, that's your provocative, but that's not a provocative of other countries forcing upon them to do other stuff from our government. If a personal person like Tony, let's say, let's call him Tony, has a house in Montana and wants to send charity to the place in Serbia or Ireland, go ahead, enjoy, have a good time. It's your money. It's you should have the right to send money there. We might disagree, but you have the right to send money there. But the government, no, no. Congress people, absolutely not. That we elect supposed to be have money to help us, our country, and to help our country do better. Now, another $32,000 for a comic book in Peru. I don't care what comic book in Peru, government. I don't care what type. It says trans comic book, but I don't care what comic book. I don't care if it's comic book about freaking dinosaurs or that the world is not flat, the world is round, and whatever, the earth is whatever the case may be, government should not have a say in sending comic books in other countries. Okay, governments. I'm not talking about people, governments. And then they denied zero requests of payments from people all over the world. Well, that's a little interesting, but that's a rumor. But if that's case may be true, that's pathetic too, because there's obviously been, if you're a government official and you're a government agency, you obviously been bribed, and people have said stuff to you that should not should not have been. People have definitely said stuff to you that should not have been. That you should not accept payments from other things. And the Pentagon spent. This is another crazy thing. The Pentagon themselves sent $600 million on sushi. Yo, all this money could have saved so many lives in this country. It could have housed so many people, us Americans in this country, could have put people in treatments to help this country. But instead, that's not what it is. Instead, this is what we have. This is what we have in this country. People just spending money in their governments for our taxpayer money for stuff that could be spent on us. Whether it's the stupidest thing to be spent on us, guess what? At the same time, I'm not talking about Starbucks for their own personal good. I'm talking about spending money to poor people for they could get Starbucks, for they could get jobs and whatnot. But instead, what we have is all this that could have saved so many lives, and this is what we have to deal with in these countries. Every country should protect their own citizens and should pay money for their own citizens as much as possible and for their national safety of their own people. And you want to save wars or for your national safety at the end of the day, fine. I hear that. But you know what? Other stuff like such as stuff like you have you people want to have pleasure in other countries and you're spending money on that. That's pathetic and it should never be that way. Um, I hate to be that guy, but like what we're very happy about, I think, is 90+% of Americans would agree that we're happy that they're actually saying what they're spending on. It's finally about time. I don't care. We don't care how. We might not agree with who is doing it, but the fact is that they're disclosing information about what our money has been going to and what it's supposedly still going to. We will we love the fact that we're finally bringing these out. These stuff are finally coming to light and coming public, and that's what we want. That's all we want. We want transparency. We're never going to get perfection, and we're never going to get the greatest thing ever. Okay, we understand that we're going to have to work for our stuff, whether whoever's in office. But we just want people to be like, so what is going on here? Where's my money going to? If a father gives an allowance to a kid, I think he wants the money to say, did you buy candy or did you buy other stuff? With my money, no. You want your own money to pay for that car? I can't spend money on that car because I can't afford it. That car's expensive. You want to tell the kid you want a car? Go work for the car. Unless they have a ton of money and they agree, fine, that's between them. But at the same time, governments, this is our money. We are like the parents and they're the kids, and these kids are just spending money like they don't care. And they say, well, all these people are saying we're supposed to trust. We vote them to trust them. Yeah, we do vote them to trust them, but we're supposed to be for us. It's supposed to be for our benefits for other stuff in other countries to whatever manipulate other countries and for whatever they do. It's not. Who cares? You want to say manipulate our country so we could change our ideology? At least it's for us. But this is ridiculous. Sushi, yo, you're getting paid our salary. You get from our salary. You get sushi, not sushi from other stuff. I don't want I don't want my I don't want more. See, if you get paid $100,000 a year because of my money, because of our money collectively, we give to charity and stuff. I don't want you to add another $1,000 to that for sushi. No, no, no. You're $100,000 a year. You could pay for the sushi. And that's what these Pentagon people get paid. They get paid so much money. They get pensions from us, and you could get sushi on your own. Go order pizza from the pizza store with your own money that we pay you anyways. But don't add the money. Don't add to the bill because remember we got to pay lunch to our workers. No, we got to pay our workers. That's why we got to collect a charity. This is ridiculous. I mean, I'm happy it's coming out. At least it's coming out. I don't know if it's going to be fixed, but at least it's coming out. So I like to say thank you to the president. Let's be honest that these things are coming to light. whether we like it or not. Whether we like him or not, whether it's going to stop or not, at least it's coming to light what our money's going to. Thank you. Great day. Subscribe to my YouTube at Aryeh Freed, believe 675, and follow me on Rumble at Aryeh F26. Have a great day. See you all soon.